The last photos taken before they vanished forever. A photograph is a frozen fragment of time. Most of the time, they capture joy. But sometimes, a camera lens captures the very last moment of a person's existence before they vanish into the void of history. These are the photos that shouldn't exist. In the mid-19th century, Sir John Franklin set out to conquer the Northwest Passage with two of the most advanced ships of the era, the HMS Erebus and the HMS Terror. They were symbols of Victorian industrial pride. This is one of the last daguerreotypes ever taken of the crew. Look closely at their faces. There is no fear, only the cold confidence of an empire. But shortly after this was taken, the ice closed in. For 3 years, 129 men waited in the white silence of the Arctic. When the ships were finally abandoned, the men began a desperate death march south. Decades later, search parties found their remains, not just bones, but graves of men perfectly preserved by the permafrost. Their eyes were still open, staring back from the 1840s, as if they were still waiting for a rescue that would never come. What did they see in those final hours on the ice? Fast forward to the digital age. In 2014, a young woman named Kremers and Fragment went for a short hike in the jungles of Panama. They were smiling in their photos, the sun dappling through the trees. But as evening fell, something changed. Weeks later, their camera was found. It contained 90 terrifying photos taken in the middle of the night, in total darkness. Random flashes of rocks, trees, and a piece of red plastic. The most disturbing image shows the back of Kreese's head, her hair perfectly clean. Yet she was in a jungle where she had been missing for days. No one knows who took those photos. Was it a desperate attempt to use the flash as a signal? Or was someone else holding the camera, documenting the final moments of a hunt? To this day, the Panama jungle mystery remains an open wound in history. Then there is the mystery of Flight MH370. While we have no photo from the moment it vanished, we have the last image of the aircraft on radar, a digital photograph of a disappearance. 239 souls turned into a ghost in the machine. Why do we stare at these images? Perhaps because we are looking for a sinner shadow in the background. A look in the eyes, a warning that they surely must have felt. We look for the moment where the past becomes the curious past. These photos remind us that the line between being here and being gone is as thin as a piece of film. We walk through life assuming there will always be a tomorrow to take the next picture. But for these people, the shutter clicked, the light faded, and the rest was silence. If you were to take your last photo today, what would it capture? Would it show a life fulfilled, or a mystery waiting to be solved? This is the curious past, and I'll see you in the next mystery.